start seated here. Sit in whatever form you want, okay? Whatever's the most comfortable. And if you want to lie down, you can lie down if you want. That's fine too. You can go ahead and lie down as well. All right. So find those sit bones. And crown of the head is up. Go ahead and take a nice deep inhalation. And turn the breath and blow it out. And inhale again. And blow it out. Now just let your breathing continue and feel it begin to calm down a little bit. Allow your body to determine how slow or fast your breath is going to move. Go ahead and close your eyes if your eyes are open. And then let's just take it a little bit inward. As you sit there breathing, I want you to just kind of check in and notice what's going on in your body. Notice your mind. Is it still a little frazzled from work like mine is? Or is it pretty peaceful, steady, even? Notice what you feel in your muscles and joints in your body. Notice where there's tension and where there's not. Keep your breath moving gently, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And let your mind just declutter a little bit. If there's anything that wants to bubble up and bring itself to your attention, then let it do that. Acknowledge it, and then gently just set it aside. It's not going to disappear. For better or for worse, it will be there when we finish, but what we're looking for right now is just a little separation from all that stuff. Find yourself reconnecting with your breath and your body and your mind, and feel them functioning all together. All right, as you continue to breathe, you can go ahead and open your eyes, and we're just going to actually start in an easy seated position. So place, let's have the right leg in front first. Hands can be palms down. So oftentimes we say palms up because it helps open things up. If you're feeling like you're like a little overwhelmed or it's been a day, go ahead and put your palms down, and that will help bring things in and settle them down. Find your breath again and do 5 nice, steady breath cycles. Slow, deep inhalations. Turning the breath, slow, steady exhalations, keeping the spine long, feeling the shoulders relax down. Turn the breath again, and around you go 4 more times. Inhaling, turning the breath, exhaling, turning the breath. And as you continue to breathe in and out, feel yourself, hopefully, settling in just a little bit. One more breath cycle. Inhaling, turning the breath, exhaling, and legs over the other way. So the left is in front. Place your hands again wherever they feel best, on your legs, in your lap, whatever works for you. Close your eyes again, and 5 nice, steady breath cycles. Working to keep them running one into the next so smoothly that they almost become one giant unit of breathing. If you find your mind jumping around, like what's going on, what's that sound, it's okay. Just acknowledge that it's jumping around and let it go. Okay. Go ahead, and when you've finished, you can go ahead and open your eyes again. And we're going to stay here for this one. Bring your hands right down near your sides. Same thing, but with our arms above us. So as you inhale, go ahead and bring those arms up. Clasp your fingers. Stretch up through those hands. If you can, don't worry if you can't. I don't want anybody cramping, but if you can, bring those arms right along in line with where your ears are. Breathe. Now as you inhale here, you can get a little bit more air into those lungs because we're requiring the body to lengthen. Use that. And when you finish, go ahead and bring those arms down. And we're going to change the legs. And we're going to do it again on the other side. All right, fingers, hands gently down toward the floor. Find your sit bone. Crown of the head is up. Your spine is nice and long. If you need to adjust because your hips are sore or tight, go ahead and do that. Here we go. Inhale, bring the arms up. This time clasp the hands, turn the palms up. Breathe. Good. Keep going. Stay with your breath. One more inhalation. And then as you exhale, arms are going to come down. Good. You can uncross your legs. I don't know about you guys, but I was doing some garden work and my hips are a little tight tonight. We're going to come over onto our hands and knees, and we're going to actually do child's pose. So here we go. You can choose whether you sit back and your legs stay together, or whether your big toes stay together and your knees come out wide. As you exhale, release yourself forward and down. Let your forehead come down toward the mat or rest against the mat. Inhale, and as you do, I want you to mentally direct that breath right into the lower back and sacrum. And as you exhale, let all the tension leave that area with the breath. And inhale again, this time into the middle back. Exhale and let every tightness, every place that's tense, release and leave with the breath. Turn the breath and inhale again, this time into the upper back and shoulders. And exhale and let everything go. Good. All right, keep breathing normally. What we're going to do now is we're going to move into 8-point pose. So you're going to move your feet back, let legs back. Curl your toes under. So your toes are curled under, your knees are on the floor, your chest is on the floor, and your arms, your forearms are on the floor. You can either look straight down and close your eyes, bring your forehead to the mat, or you can look a little bit ahead of you, just on the mat. I don't want a big crank to the neck. Again, breathe. We're going to come back to this posture throughout our practice tonight. It's one of the things that's going to repeat because it's a great opening pose. So pay attention right now and notice what you feel in your pelvis, your knees, your hips, your chest, under your arms, your upper back. 5 breaths, and then you can walk your hands back in and bring yourself back up. Nice deep breaths. Okay, on your next inhalation, go ahead and walk your hands back in. And what we're going to do right now is you're going to uncurl your toes, and you're going to lengthen one leg out behind you, and lengthen the other leg out behind you, and you're going to come all the way down, and we're going to come into upward dog. So, hands right next to your chest, elbows tucked right into your rib cage. Dig your fingertips into the mat a little bit and pull back just enough so you feel your spine and your neck lengthen. Remember, just stay here and keep breathing while I'm yapping here. Remember, as we inhale and go into upward dog, don't crank your neck and your head up. Pull forward and lengthen and then come up, okay? All right, find your breath. Lengthen the spine and through the neck. And when you come to your next inhalation, inhale, lengthen, pull forward through the crown of your head, and then bring the chest and your body up. You can leave the front of your hips on the mat if you want to, or you don't have to. If you have any lower back problems, be careful with this. Okay? Let the front of your hips just fall forward a little bit. Good. Breathe. Good. Exhale, go ahead and bring yourself back down. Now we're going to go into downward dog, and we're going to do 2 different variations using your blocks. So while we're down here, just make sure your blocks are close enough for you to put your hands on them. Okay. Take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, just push yourself up and onto your knees. Reposition on your mat if you need to. Good. Curl the toes under. Take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, lengthen back through the arms. Bring your sit bones right back down towards your heels, and when they won't go any further, let the hips come up. Roll over onto the soles of your feet. Lengthen back through the arms and breathe. Okay. I want you to shift your weight forward a little bit. Find your blocks and bring them back and put them down in between your feet. And then bring them a little bit apart. Okay. So basically, they are where your feet were. Now, then, step up onto the block. And reach out through the arms. And come back into downward dog. We'll only stay here for 3 breaths. How's that? All right. Gently step off one block, step off the other block. Walk your hands back toward yourself and then spinal roll up. Okay, now we're going to go back down and we're going to put the blocks underneath our hands. Okay? You'll like the hands, it makes it easier. All right, so just move the blocks a little bit forward. There. Let's come into this from standing. Why not? All right. Come into mountain pose. Nice and tall. Okay. Find your breath. Take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, soften your knees. Bring your hands down, and then step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Lengthen back through the arms. Let your head and chest hang in between your arms, and you're in downward dog again. Okay, a couple breaths here. And then shift your weight forward a little bit. Bring your blocks underneath your hands. You can reposition them as you need to. And then again, lengthen back through the hands. Let your head hang. Breathe. Good. Good, good, good. Great. All right. Well done. Okay. Go ahead and take your hands off the blocks. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, bend those knees, roll over the toes, bring the knees to the mat, and there we go. Well done. You got back problems? Okay. All right. Good to know. Here we go. Next up, three-legged dog. So, we're going to do three-legged dog right side. We'll pick up the left side later. So we're back in table. Boy, we're kind of moving through these. I may have to make some stuff up. Okay. Curl the toes under behind you. Press back through the arms, lengthening. Hips come up and over, and we come back up into downward dog. Now, if you want to stay right here, you can. If you wish to, you can bring your weight into that left leg a little bit and your hands. You okay? Okay. Inhale and draw that right leg up, or if that doesn't do well for your back, then just bend the knee and do this. Okay? Or stay in downward dog. Breathe. All right. One more inhalation. As you exhale, bring that leg down. Roll over the toes. Bring your knees down. Good. All right. Going to do a revolved right, a high lunge with the right leg. So you're going to need one block for this. Okay, good. And you're going to bring your right foot up. You're going to put the block just on the inside. You decide how high you want it, depending on your arms. Okay? We're going to come up and go into a twist, just so you know. So it may be higher than what it is right this second. All right. Here we go. As you inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale. Inhale and sweep that left arm to the left and then around toward the back and breathe. Good job. tension. And as you exhale, bring that left arm back forward. Good. Release this. Other block. Step that right knee back. One more time into downward dog, and then we're going to come down into eight-point pose, and then into upward dog, and then we'll take a break. So, curl the toes under. Lengthen back. Hips come up and over. Reposition your body as you need to. Lengthen those arms back. Let your chest and head hang down. Breathe. Okay, when you come to your next inhalation, bring your head forward. Soften your elbows, roll over the toes, let the knees come down. Walk your hands and arms forward. Bring your chest down. Bring your arms down in front of you. Your elbows and your forearms down. And your forehead down to the mat, and you're in eight-pointed pose. Breathe. Okay. On your next inhalation, go ahead and bring your head up. Lengthen forward so that you're right down on the mat. Uncurl your toes. Hands come right back in next to your chest. Elbows tucked into your ribs. Into upward dog is where we're going. Dig those fingertips in. Pull back a little bit. And when you come to your next inhalation, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. Arc your head, your throat, your chest, up. Now, if you only want to come up so that just your ribs are off, that's fine too. Go ahead and do that. Shoulders are back. Good. One more inhalation. And release yourself down. All right, good. Make a big V with your legs. Okay. Bring your arms in front, elbows out to the side, and put your right hand on top of your left. Turn your head to the right, and just rest your head down on top of your hands. Take a moment. 5 breath cycles. As you inhale, feel the front of your body as it expands into the mat. This is a good thing for all your organs because what we're doing is putting pressure against them, which is flushing them with blood inside our bodies and oxygen. As you exhale, let your body just kind of collapse and release down into the mat beneath you. When you've finished your 5 breath cycles, on your next inhalation, lift your head up, turn it over to the left, settle it down again. Same thing, 5 breath cycles. Just allowing the body to recover a little bit, massaging the internal organs a little bit. back up. And we're going to try a brand new posture. Okay, there were at least two of you that were like, this is called balancing cow. I know. Okay. Have you done it before? No. Okay. All right. Keep your blocks handy. You might want them. All right. So what we're going to do is you're going to come up on your knees. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to tip. Your body's going to go forward. Your arms are going to go back. Like cow tipping. Exactly. I don't know how many of you have ever been out in the Midwest for a while, but I actually did go cow tipping one night in Ohio. And this leg, your right leg, is going to stay right here, and your left leg is going to go back like that. So here's what I suggest. For those of us like me who have very little balance, I'd use one block and one arm extended back. Or you can just do this. If you want to try to balance, then you bring yourself up and you inhale, and as you tip, you come forward and bring that leg out in back of you, and then bring your arms back. Okay, just so we remember. Oh, look at you guys. You're doing great. This is the first time I think any of us have tried this in class, and so I fully anticipate a whole lot of wobbling and falling over. Doesn't matter. Whatever feels best to you. We're just going to have to do it. Whatever helps you balance more, I think, is what I would say. And the idea is that your chest is open and your gaze is forward. Good. All right, everybody down. Take a second, sit back. Go ahead and lean back, open up those quads a little bit. Stretch the arms open, palms back. A couple nice deep breaths. We're going to work on this one a little bit, not every week, but we'll work on it until we can all get this. All right, release your arms. Go ahead and come forward, and this time bring your right knee's going to stay right in line with your hip. You're going to come up. You're going to extend that left leg back, and as you exhale, you're going to tip and use the blocks, or you can bring one arm forward or bring it back along your side, or you can balance with both arms. Chest is open, gaze is forward and slightly downward. Good jobs. I'm impressed. First try, here we go. Good. All right, one more inhalation. And as you exhale, bring the leg down. And go ahead and sit out. You had it on one side there. Yeah. You're doing better than the rest of us were. So, all right. Here we go. Now, this time for child's pose, we're going to move our knees out. Big toes touching each other. You're going to sit back down on top of those heels, and you're going to release your body as far as it will go right down into the floor in front of you. And then you're going to breathe. As you exhale, think about relaxing the front of your pelvis. Let it release down. lower back and sacrum have a little encouragement to open up. All right. Good. One more breath cycle. Alrighty, and as you inhale again, bring your hands in, push yourself up, and we're going to come over into table pose. Now we're going to go back into downward dog, so I want you to think about what your options are. You can do regular downward dog. You can do downward dog with your hands on the blocks. That will make it a little bit easier. Or you can bring the blocks back and put your feet on the blocks to make it a little bit harder. Your call. Okay. All right, curl your toes under, lengthen back through those arms. When you can't go any further, hips come up, roll over. Think about whether you want to reposition your feet. I generally widen mine a little bit. Lengthen back through the arms. Let your chest and your head sink down in between your arms. Breathe. Good. Great. Good, good, good. Nice. Keep breathing. Okay. We're going to go from here into a three-legged dog with the left leg raised. So you can stay right here. You can inhale, and as you do, just bring that left leg up a little bit and bend the knee. Or you can extend the leg out and bring it up, coming into a full three-legged dog. Breathe, find your breath. Listen to your body, reposition as you need to so that your weight is balanced. One more inhalation. As you exhale, bring that leg back down. Good. And we are going to roll over the toes, bring our knees down, and sit back for a minute. Go ahead and roll those shoulders forward and back. We're definitely giving them a lot of work tonight. All right. Close your eyes while you're sitting here. Crown of the head is up. Take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, just drop your chin straight down into your chest. Now you can stay right here, or you can bring your hands up and just fold them just over the crown of your head. So you're putting a little forward and downward weight on your head, not much. We don't want to mess with the spine. Breathe. Okay, if your hands are on your head, go ahead and release them. And as you inhale, I want you to just roll your head a little bit to the left, and exhale and come back to center. Inhale a little bit to the right, back to the center. I want you to just keep going back and forth, going a little bit further each time. Keeping that chin and your jawline right down against your chest when you're forward. All right. And then, if you want to, you can go ahead and sit up. Now, we're going to roll the head all the way, but instead of rolling it way back, what I want you to do is just bring your nose and your chin up, because you can compress some of the discs right at the base of the cranium. So, inhale and roll, start down here, chin to your chest. Inhale to the left and up, over. Exhale to the right and down. We're going to do that again. Inhale to the right, left and up. Crossed, eyes at the ceiling. Exhale over and down. Now stop. And as you inhale next, go to the right and up. Over. Exhale as you roll to the left and down. Inhale to the right and up. Rotate over to the left and down. All right. Inhale and bring your head back up to its neutral position. As you exhale, rotate your head and look over that left shoulder. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. And on your next inhalation, go ahead and bring your head forward. And as you exhale, rotate over toward the right and behind you. Find your breath again. Good. Okay, one more inhalation. And as you exhale, bring your head forward. Good. Bring your arms forward. And bring that left foot forward. We're going to do a revolved high lunge again. So, find a block, whatever height you want. You can adjust it as you go up. You have a choice here. You can leave your knee down, your right knee down, foot open. If you want to go into this more deeply, you can curl your toes under and come up into a high lunge and do it from there. Totally up to you. Wherever you are. Inhale, bring that right arm up. Rotate your body to the right. You should be able to feel that left arm pushing against the inside of your left leg. Nice. Good job. Good. Cool. Very good. One more inhalation. And as you exhale, come back down. Good. All right. Step that left foot back. We're going to do down dog. Again, 8 points down to up dog, and we're going to, I'll give you 2 options for upward dog. Regular down dog this time, no blocks. Okay. Curl the toes under. Exhale as you lengthen back through the arms, driving those sit bones back toward your heels when they won't go any further. Up and over. Let the heels hang toward the floor, and then lengthen back through the arms again. Push forward through your palms. Let your chest and your head hang in between your arms. Breathe. If you're feeling a lot of pressure in your wrists, make capital L's with your thumbs and your index fingers and push them into the mat. All right, on your next inhalation, bring your head and your body weight forward. Roll over the toes, bring the knees to the mat. Walk the hand forward. Bring your chest to the mat. Bring your forearms out in front of you. Let your forehead come to the mat or near the mat. And you're in 8-point pose. Good. Nice. One more breath cycle. Okay. And then as you inhale, bring your head up and come down onto your stomach. So we're going to do upward dog. If you want to do a more intense version of it, keep your blocks nearby, and we'll put our hands up on top of the blocks after we've been in there for a second. All right. Elbows right in line with your shoulders. Hands on the floor. Dig down there a little bit. Fingertips into the mat. Pull back, and as you inhale, bring your head, lengthen your head and your neck forward. Come on up. Okay, good. Now, if you want to, bring your blocks over. You can come up on your elbows, and then, if you want to, come all the way up onto your hands, letting the front of your hips. If you have a bad back, do not do this, because we're really compressing the lower spine here if it's down in the middle to the lower back. Good. All right, come back down. Whew, okay. Get rid of those blocks. Excellent. All right. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to bend your elbows again, stack your hands, and rest your chin on the back of your hands. And then I want you to bend your knees. Okay? We're going to actually do the inverse of windshield wipers. So take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, let your legs and feet drop over toward the left. Inhale back to center. Turn the breath, and as you exhale, let the feet and legs roll over toward the right. Now go back and forth. Your legs are hip-width apart or slightly wider. That's fine. This is a very different posture than what windshield wipers feel like, but it actually is a counterpose to it I was reading about. Okay, couple more. Okay, and then bring your feet back up. Open your knees up and bring the soles of your feet together. Okay. Lift your head up and bring your hands right here to the side of your chest again. You can bring your knees wider if you want. I want you to keep the soles of your feet pushing against each other. And as you inhale, I want you to press the front of your pelvis so that the lower abdomen area down into the mat. And as you exhale, release it and let your head come back down. Turn the breath and inhale. You're not cranking your neck. Press the front of your hip points down to your pelvic bone. Down, exhale and release. Inhale one more time. Press the front of that lower body down. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. Great. Okay. Bring your feet apart. Lengthen those legs out. Walk your legs back together. Hands still right beside your chest. Elbows tucked in. Take a nice deep inhalation. And as you exhale, push yourself back up. Keep walking yourself back. We're going to come down into child's pose. So walk those sit bones back. And then just let yourself release forward. If you want the block underneath your head, you can do that. Totally depends on what works best for you. Release your upper body down over those legs. Inhale into the very base of the tailbone. Exhale. Let everything release and leave with the air. Inhale into your lower mid-back. Exhale, let everything go. Inhale again into the mid to upper back and shoulders. Let everything go as you exhale. Good. On your next inhalation, use your hands to walk yourself up. Just come up and sit back on your feet in easy pose, or put a block underneath you if you want to sit on the block. That's great too. Just going to kind of open up the shoulders and the neck a little bit because we have been doing a lot of work with that tonight. Here's what I want you to do. We're just going to do those little arm things. Okay, so you're going to turn and let the arms come to either side of you. You can keep them low, or if you want to bring them up, you can do that too. Just make sure the arms stay nice and long. Good. All right, bring them back down towards your body. Excellent. Come off your feet and over onto your back. Lie all the way down. Yay. All right, arms stretching straight out from the shoulders, palms down. As you inhale next, bend that right knee and bring the foot to the floor in line with your hip. Bend the left knee, bring that foot to the floor. Good. Take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, this time drop your knees and your legs toward the right. Inhale back up to center. Turn the breath, and as you exhale, those legs drop down toward the other side. Now you keep going at whatever pace of breath and movement your body tells you is right for you tonight. Exhaling as your legs drop down, inhaling as they come back to center. Notice that we're also massaging the glutes and the sacrum as we roll back and forth over it again and again. I want you to do a few more of these because all those downward dogs and upward dogs and twisting and things you need to make sure that this is reopened, that space, so that your muscles can release and so your energy can move through that area easily. All right, one more pair, and then bring your knees back to center. As you inhale, bring that right knee up onto your chest, and then your left. Bring your feet into a soft flex. Reach up and grab your left kneecap with your left hand, right kneecap with your right hand, and roll on your back in whatever way feels good. Maybe it's circles or left to right, right to left, up and down the spine. Just giving yourself a little more release. You can bring your feet together and keep your knees wide, or bring both legs together. It just alters what you can reach on your back and sides. All right, go ahead and bring yourself back to center when you're ready. And let your arms go. Take a nice deep inhalation. And as you exhale, bring your right foot to the floor and then your left, and turn the breath and inhale again. And as you exhale, extend that right leg out, let the foot fall open. Extend the left leg out, let that foot fall open. Bring your arms down towards yourself, but still in a space of their own, and turn your palms up, and it's time to get ready for Shavasana. So if you would like a block under your head or a block or blankets under your knees, whatever's going to make you comfortable, please go ahead and get that. If I can get anything for you, just wiggle a finger at me. I will go get the lights. Okay. Just kind of move your bodies a little bit, let them settle in, getting as comfortable as possible. And then, just begin that process of letting go. Shavasana is really lovely. It's also super important because it's that time that we give our bodies and minds to integrate everything that we did today and bring them together, and in doing that, create a new version of ourselves. Maybe it's one that's a little more flexible or strong or resilient or peaceful. It's different every day, but if you allow it to do its work, Shavasana will help you create a new whole, one that is in some way or ways, no matter how small, in a better place than the whole with which we all entered this room. And so as your breathing is calming down, and your breath still moving easily, but far more lightly, with every exhalation that you take, whether big or small, I want you to just feel your body let go and drop down. Let everything sink. You're letting your body sink into repose. You're letting your mind and your being sink into repose. And so every time you exhale, just notice something else where there's a little less tension, a little more complete release. Continue breathing as gently as you want, and just let yourself release and surrender. Let everything go. And take these last few minutes in both body and mind to just allow yourself to float. Allow yourself to become one with your breath and your breathing. Allow yourself to become fully and peacefully in your body. And finally, take this opportunity to just let go. Allow everything to release and surrender, knowing that you are in a place of peace and safety. as you let go again and again on all levels, in all ways, know that you're giving yourself a gift that we rarely afford ourselves. Allowing yourself just for another minute or two to simply be. Namaste. And now as you continue to be in repose, allow yourself to come back softly and gently to the sound of my voice. And even with your eyes closed, to a sense of the space around you. Feel the floor beneath you. Feel the gentle weight of your body against the floor. Feel the air moving softly over and around you. And find yourself becoming very kindly and very gently aware of your physical body. Notice it. Notice what it feels like to be relaxed and at rest. And then whenever you're ready and you feel like the time is right, you can begin that process of moving yourself back from a deep restorative state to a more alert and yet equally peaceful place. And as you do that, as you begin to bring yourself back to the here and now, when your body wants to move, if it does, allow it to do that. Let it move you. Maybe it's no movement at all, and that's great too. But maybe eventually it's a little wiggle of the toes, or it's the fingers and the hands, a little roll of the wrists, or just a big yawn, or a stretch, or a twist. It doesn't matter. Our bodies have enormous stores of wisdom woven into the muscle and tendon all throughout us, and we do an absolutely fabulous job of ignoring that almost every day. But if you allow it to guide you, it will show you what movements, if any, you need to bring this practice to fullness and closure on this day. As you continue to bring yourself back little by little, When you're ready, you can go ahead and roll yourself over onto one side or the other, and using your hands to support you, draw yourself back up and into an easy seated position. Taking your time and moving in your own space at your own pace. But when you do get back up there, come into a comfortable seated position. Place your hands wherever they feel right tonight. Maybe open on your legs, in prayer position, in your lap, whatever feels best to you. And then let's go ahead and together let's take a nice deep inhalation. Turn the breath and exhale. And as that exhalation finishes, turn the breath and inhale again, this time inhaling gently but fully right up into your head. Turn the breath and let the air just drift slowly out of you. And as that exhalation finishes, allow your breathing just to take over, doing what it does best all on its own. Take a moment and thank yourself for coming tonight. I know I thank you very much. And then whenever you feel you're ready, you can open your eyes, keeping your gaze soft and quiet. And I thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Namaste. All right, have a great evening. Everybody feeling okay? Yeah? Okay. As you get up and move around, if you don't feel okay, let me know. I'm going to just leave the lights off tonight because it was so rude last week when I turned them on. All righty. Well, everybody have a good evening. It's gorgeous out. You are very welcome. Very, very welcome. There are some weeks, and this is one of them, where I sort of feel like I should pay you guys for letting me come and teach the class, because it's a really good thing. All right, now that you're up and moving, everybody feel okay? Good.